Hey guys, Dr. Summer here with another video for you. So today I want to give you my roadmap to health and to healing. Now it can be really hard, especially if you are dealing with infertility, to know where to go, know where to start, know what direction to go in. So that's why I'm here to talk about that with you today. So as always, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any future content, and share this with those around you because you never know who may need to hear this. Now, like I said, when you are dealing with health struggles, especially with your fertility, it can be super overwhelming and very hard to find answers or even a direction to go in. There's so much conflicting information about supplements and testing and providers and all these different things. So today, I really want to give you some direction, a roadmap, if you will, to health and to healing so that you can at least have a place to start so that you can have the family of your dreams. All right, so this is called the healing hierarchy, and this is essentially the roadmap. So this is the roadmap that I use when taking couples through the preconception work, because it is ultimately our guide to healing and to optimal health. So as you can see at the very bottom, it starts with structure. So we know that the structure dictates how you function. How you function is ultimately going to influence how your body adapts, and how your body is adapting is going to influence your ultimate expression of health. So we have to absolutely start at structure. That is the foundational key piece of all of this work, because we know that if you start a little bit too high, if you do not start with structure, nothing else is going to improve long term. So the foundational part of all of this work, direction, goal number one is to start with your structure. Now, what is structure and how do we support it? So ultimately, the structure that we're talking about is your cells. Your cells need to have the right foundation. They need to be communicating. They need to be made up of the right things in order for really anything else in your body to function the way that it should. So there's a few different ways that we support your structure. One of those is, again, what your cells are made up of. So cells really need good, high quality fats. So making sure you're getting high quality omegas, a large amount of phosphatidylcholine, all of those things your cells really need in order to thrive. Now, did you know, fun fact, sperm is made up of mostly fats. So high quality fat intake is super important for men especially, and if you're on your fertility journey, it's even more so. Now, the other way that we support your structure is with glycosylation, which is a fancy way to say cell-to-cell communication. If your cells are not communicating well with each other, obviously messages are not going to be sent properly, and your body is not going to be able to function the way that it should. So we support your glycosylation so that we can allow your cells to communicate properly. Another fun fact, the meeting of egg and sperm for fertilization when you're trying to get pregnant is ultimately a glycosylation process. So if your body is not glycosylating or those cells are not communicating well, it's going to be very difficult to get pregnant, but also very difficult for really any bodily function to happen the way that it should. So that is also super important. The other way that we support your structure is through regular chiropractic care. So in our office, we adjust based off of nervous system tone, because we know that nervous system tone is going to influence nervous system function. Again, talking about that healing hierarchy there. So regular chiropractic care is really going to help to make sure that your brain and your body are communicating well with each other, and it helps with your stress response, all of those things. So we can really make sure that the structure of your nervous system is well supported as well. So why do we start with structure? So again, we know that structure dictates function. Function dictates your body's adaptation, and how well your body adapts is ultimately going to influence your expression of health. Now, if we started with something like blood labs, those actually only give us a picture of how well your body is adapting. It tells us nothing about the structure. So this is why a lot of people come into our office and say that they feel terrible, they know something is wrong, but their lab tests look great. This is also where unexplained infertility is huge, right? So they run all these tests, they find nothing wrong, and they just say, oh, well, we just don't know why, but you can't have kids. Same thing with low sperm count, low AMH. All of those things are starting with your adaptation. They tell us nothing about what is happening actually in your structure and in your body. So they're not an accurate diagnosis. What we actually need to look at is the structure, the foundation. If we fix that, everything else on top of it is going to follow suit and improve. Now, in our office, with the work that I do, I use this hierarchy as my roadmap to help guide you along your journey, to make sure that we are supporting your structure so that your body is able to function the way that it should, and ultimately your body is able to adapt and you can express health and just be full of life and energy and vitality. And ultimately, that is always going to influence your fertility. And my goal is to help you have the fertility, the family, the health of your dreams. So if you have any questions about any of this information, feel free to reach out. There is a link below where you can schedule a complimentary consultation with me, where we can dive further into your health journey, your fertility journey, and see how I can help. So I hope you found this information helpful, and I hope you all have a great day. Bye.